Pilipina na ina na nandito at nakatira po ngayon sa Australia. So, ang aking unang topic ngayon ay paano ba ako napunta sa Australia? Ano yung pathway na ginawa ko para makapunta ako sa Australia? Umpisan ko nung ako ay nandito ng October 12, 2016. Yun yung date na kung saan kami ay unang nakatapak sa Australia. Pero bago niyan, paano ba ako napunta sa Australia? So noon sa Pilipinas, ako po ay isang nurse, pero ako po ay nagtatrabaho sa isang universidad at isang review center. So, ang Australia ay nakilala ko sa pamamagitan ng mga estudyante ko noon kasi ako ay nagpapa-review ng IELTS. Ito ay isang English exam na kung saan tinitake ng mga iba't ibang tao saan man sa dako ng mundo para makapunta sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo kasi ito ay isa sa mga qualifications nila para makapunta. And in that case, to cut it short, may isang estudyante sa akin na nakapag-introduce sa Australia kung gusto daw namin i-try. So ako naman, nag-try na pumunta ng Australia. So, ang pathway na ginawa ko, I would say ito yung isa sa mga mahabang pathway sa Australia, which is the student visa. Ito yung tinatawag na subclass 500. So, nung bala kong pumunta dito sa Australia, ang ginawa ko, kinonsidera ko ang mga bagay-bagay na dapat unahin or kung sino yung kasama ko. So, that time, dahil sa gastos na sinabi sa akin, ay napagdesisyonan kong isama lamang ang aking asawa. At the time, he was just my partner. Actually, we haven't been married. And then, iniwan namin sa Pilipinas sa magulang ko ang aming anak na babae. That time, she was just grade 2. So, sa pag-a-apply ng student visa, ano yung mga basic na kailangan nila? So, pag mag-apply ka ng student visa, normally, ay pwede mo gawin itong DIY if you have the confidence, or pag hindi ka confident, kagaya ko, that time, kasi wala akong masyadong idea kung paano mag-apply ng student visa, pumunta ako sa isang immigration agent, doon mismo sa Baguio that time, kasi doon kami nakatira. So, anyway, thank you pala sa Infinity Migration. So, sila ang nagbukas sa akin ng chance para makapunta sa Australia. Hindi po ito sponsored. So, through Infinity, sinabi nila sa akin, magsabit ako ng OTR, birth certificate, of course, updated passport naming mag-asawa. So, pati yung anak ko, kahit hindi siya nakapunta that time, pinagsubmit pa rin nila kami kasi she is still considered as my dependent kasi in the near future, kung gusto na ko siyang isama, then definitely, kasali na siya kasi I have announced it that I actually have my daughter. So, OTR, passport, yung mga birth certificate namin, and ang pinaka-crucial na part that time is dahil kami ay only partner, or I call it as de facto relationship, kailangan din namin magbigay o mag-provide ng mga documents to prove that my husband now is talagang de facto partner ko siya and we've been living in a certain period of time to be considered. So, ano yung mga documents na inad namin? So, sabi ng agent ko that time is magsasabit daw ako ng bank account namin in both our names, and luckily, syempre naman, ang inyong kunyang medyo ambisyosa ka ito lang masyadong pera, I think that was back 2012 nung nag-start na kaming mag-open ng bank account namin mag-partner, kahit konti lang nadadagdag, which is, I would say, I think talagang inano yun ng Diyos. And then also, bills that we are in the same name daw. So sabi ko, shucks, syempre hindi naman tayo uso-uso sa ganun sa Pilipinas, especially when we are renting kasi we just pay it sa landlord namin in cash, ganyan. So other documents is puti na lang yung mga police clearance that we are living in the same address, yung NBI namin that we are living in the same address, and ang inyong kunyang ay actually mahilig mag-take ng photos. Yes, ako po ay mahilig mag-take ng photos. And luckily, since napanganak yung panganay namin, si Janine, I was able to actually keep records ng mga photos namin nung kapapanganak siya na 3 kami, and then up to the present. So, naging consistent yung photos namin that we are actually living together. So, I think it's also a genuine document. So, hindi lang ako yung may mga ganung situation. Meron din yung mga iba, and I think the time they don't actually have enough documents to prove that they are de facto. So what they actually did is nag-provide actually sila ng mga conversation together, like through email, through messengers, through Facebooks as well, and the social media, which is if we're going to search on it doon sa mismong website, ayun yung mga documents actually that they actually recognize to prove that you are de facto. Yes! So, pwede rin mga resibo ng anything. So, buti na lang that time, ang inyong mami, ambisyosa na naman, meron yung mga parties that time that I actually organized for my daughter, like sa kanyang 7th birthday. So, andun yung receipt, andun yung address, andun yung pangalan namin mag-asawa that we have organized and paid it in the restaurant and the hotel. So, thanks God talaga. Yes, so yun. And then, ang student visa pala is not as simple as that. So, kailangan mo rin mag-submit ng statement of purpose, or we call it the SOP, doon sa paaralan na gusto mong applyan. Now, the first thing is that when you go to a country is you need to know what is your purpose. Ano ba talaga ang reason why you are applying for that certain visa? Do you just really need to study abroad, and then after that one you go back in the Philippines? Or your goal is that you wanna be a permanent resident soon and apply for citizenship. So, yun yung dapat. Para hindi naman sayang yung effort. Siyempre, for me, ang gusto ko nun is that I will be a permanent resident in Australia. So, I thought it was as simple as that. Pero hindi pala. So, going back is that, tinanong ko, ano yung dapat na course? So, definitely, they are actually encouraging you to take a course or magsubmit ng SOP sa course or sa kung ano yung tinapos mo at kung ano yung current job mo para maiwasan yung pagkaka-deny ng visa. In that time, kasi ako ay nurse at ako din ay nagtuturo sa isang universidad, which is also a little bit related to nursing because I'm teaching some of the nursing subject, basic nursing subject, kahit hindi man ako nagtrabaho sa hospital for a long time. So, we did apply. So, ang inaral ko po that time is I took up my master's in nursing practice, and that is in the University of New England in Armidale. So, nagbigay sila ng options. Either, saan mo ba gusto, ano yung advantage at disadvantage. So, ang first option at the time is that, in-offer nila sa akin ang Masters of Nursing Practice. So, sabi nila, pag mag-take ka ng Masters, ang husband ko, he can actually work unlimited kahit ako ay nag-aaral. So, kasi, pag regular na student, like for example, bachelor's, diploma, or certificate, may limitation ang partner mo pag darating kayo. While you are studying, they can only actually work legally 20 hours a week or 40 hours fortnightly. The only time that they are actually allowed to work the time is that pag nakabakasyon ka, then both of you can actually work unlimited hours. So ako naman, syempre, sabi ko, Diyos ko, wala kaming pera, we need money for my tuition fee. So sabi ko, sige, maganda yan. And then, dahil ang goal ko was to become a permanent resident at the time, my advantage din ang aking university, kasi my university actually is in the regional area. And then we found out na pag ang university mo ay nasa regional area, mayroon ka palang additional 5 points to apply soon in your permanent residency. Okay? So, yun din yung isang kinonsider ko. So, on top of that, nakapagplano na kami. Alright? And then, pagkatapos mong magsabit ng SOP, so yung SOP po, ayun po yung statement of purpose kung bakit mo gustong mag-aral ng course na yon. So, sasabihin mo kung ano yung purpose mo, ano ang how it would help you in the near future, in your career, and in your work. So, ang end ko is, I will be a genuine student in Australia. Hindi ko sasabihin na mag-apply ako ng permanent resident kasi, syempre, bawal yon. Sinabi ko doon na if I will finish this course, that would be a big chance for me para makapag-improve ng career ko in terms of nursing. And at the same time, pag may master's ako, sabi ko kasi sa Pilipinas, pag may master's ka, that is actually recognized internationally, ang aking pwesto ay pwedeng tumaas, pwede ako makakuha ng more permanent and could be in the management role as well. Or if not, pwede rin na if I have planned to go overseas soon, like Middle East or other part of the world, since Australia is internationally recognized, and yung pathway ko kasi it would lead to an Australian registration, then I can actually further practice my career as a registered nurse na tinatanggap nila ang Australian license and at the same time Philippines, like Saudi, Qatar, and etc. So, yun yung mga nilagay ko. And of course, it's not only that one, you also need to tell kung saan mo kukunin yung, very important, kung saan mo kukunin yung pera na gagamitin mo for your studies. So, going back, kailangan mo ring suportahan iyon. Na, in your 2 years of study, kasi yun yung length ng course ko, is that saan mo kukunin yung pera. So, buti na lang, syempre, ang inyong mudra, ang inyong mother, ay may konting ipon that time in our account. So, initially, may konti kaming pera. Pero syempre, that is not enough. So, they actually encourage you to have a show money. Guys, a genuine show money. So, ang hirap nun. Kasi, even though you understand kung ano yung show money na yon, if you seek help, okay, pag wala kayo, your family, and then, for example, your relatives has, ang hirap i-explain nun. And then, luckily, we are very thankful kasi I have a tita and tito, yung kapatid ni mama, na nakaintindi and explain namin how does the show money works. And luckily, kasi sila may nakakagaan ng buhay, so nag-offer din sila. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Auntie Dolly. And Uncle Ronald, thank you. So silang nag-provide. So, sabi nila, ang show money namin that time, ako at yung husband ko, is minimum of 2.2 million pesos pag peso siya. Yes, and that is dapat legit na money na nandun sa bank account. Hindi pa ako, yes, hindi pa ako nagpo-brag, pero yun yung totoo. That time, that was 2016 application. So, ang show money din is, actually, it changes depende kung saang area ka nakatira. Kung Sydney, it would be higher. I would discuss this one. So, kaming dalawa, 2.2 is already enough. Kasi, maybe soon in my next vlog, I will also discuss yung brother ko na kung saan mas pinili niyang mag-aral ng Sydney at ano yung difference namin dalawa. So, yon, show money is very important, a genuine show money. So, pag sinabi natin genuine show money, andun na yung bank account nila, talagang may laman yung pera, and that account or that money has been existing for long time, at kung saan pinapakita niya kung saan yung source ng money. So, hindi pwedeng lagyan nyo lang ng pera and then that's it. So, they have their farm, may mga negosyo sila, so it was proven. So, I do understand, meron yung mga iba, sabi nila, not necessarily. Yes, not necessarily, but definitely they highly encourage, just in case. Alam nyo kung bakit? Kasi they would actually check it. There is a random checking, and nangyari sa akin. Yung mga kasama ko that time yung nag-apply, they haven't been checked, pero kaming dalawa, na-check kami ng asawa ko. So, yon. So, updated NBI, ganyan, nakapagkuha na kami. And then, so nag-submit ako ng statement of purpose sa school. Inedit din ng agent ko, and then yung boss nila, and then it was approved, sinend nila sa school. And then, nung in-approve ng school, hindi pa ako nagbayad kaagad. So, sabi nila, they're very happy na mag-offer sila sa amin ng course. So, I am eligible for the course. But of course, hindi pa yun final. So, sabi nila, eto yung tuition fee mo na kailangan mong bayaran. Ayan na. So, reality. So, aside from the show money, is magbabayad na ako ng aking tuition upfront para maka-enroll na ako. So, that time, as I can remember, ang aking course was 15,000 AU dollar. Yes, it is 15,000 AU dollar. So, if kukontakin natin, mahigit kalahating milyon. Yes po. Sa isang semestre lamang yon. So, sabi ko, Diyos ko, at that time, yung money na yun, ayun lang yung money namin sa account namin. And, so, siguro naman, on the first semester, kaya pang bayaran. Pero, on the next semester, kailangan namin mag-provide. Yun yung reason kung bakit ka may show money. So, parang sinabi ng tita ko na pledge niya doon through a letter na siya daw ang magsusupport sa studies ko. So, ano pa yung mga ibang part? So, we need to also have our private health insurance kasi hindi kami resident. So, dahil dalawa kami, mas malaki. So, yun na yung mga extra money na provide namin, which is I actually asked from my mom. So, the time, as far as I remember, I think it's 1,500 AU dollar mahigit ang insurance namin, which is, I think, more than 60,000, I guess. Yes. So, syempre, application din ng visa fee. So, luckily, ang agent namin that time, kasi they can get a little bit of commission from referring us. So, wala kaming binayarang processing fee from them that time. So, it was free during our time. So, we are very lucky. So, insurance, visa fee. And then, after that one, pag okay na, pag nabayaran mo na yon, then isasend na nila yung enrollment form mo, and then yun na yung gagamitin mo sa pag-lodge ng visa. So, sa amin, I think it actually take more than a month na naghintay kami for our student visa. And, luckily, we got the visa. So, nakuha ko yung visa ko ng September. Almost katapusan ng September. And then that time, ang klase ko, because we started in summer sa Australia, that nearly summer, that was in October. So, ang klase ko that time, as far as I remember, is that 21st of October 2016. And then, so plan namin, ang travel date namin papuntang Australia was October 11, and makakarating kami doon ng October 12. So, syempre, pagpunta dito sa Australia, it doesn't mean na pag may visa ka na, okay ka na. So, you also need to find out kung saan ka titira. And of course, pocket money. So, that time, it was a struggle for us. Kasi first time, and in the, and sa family namin, even sa husband ko, it was our first time to actually, parang magpunta as an overseas, as a student. So, kung ano man yung property namin or anything that we have with my husband, binenta namin sa Pilipinas. Pero syempre, alam niyo naman, poor ang Inday, so wala kami masyadong property. Motor lang ng asawa ko. And then luckily, yung tita niya, she was very understanding. So, binili niya yung motor ng asawa ko in a good price para may pang tuition, para may pang dagdag din kami sa aming allowance. And then, yun, nangutang din kami sa isang tita namin. Thank you. Nagpautang sila. And then, sa relative din, sa sister-in-law ko din sa US is, I think, yes, nakakuha kami ng 50,000, I guess. Yes. So, parang, I think, ang nakalap namin was that around 200,000. Yun lamang, I think, ang pera namin papuntang Australia. So, that is more than just 6,000 AU dollar. And then, that was very quick. Okay, so again, so that was our journey. That is how I ended up applying as a student visa here in Australia that time. Dahil lang ako ay sinabihan ng isang estudyante ko noon who was actually reviewing an IELTS, and I did. So, of course, baka sabihin nyo, nakalimutan ko, I also need to take an English examination din. So, yung IELTS, nag-take din ako. Wala nang review, stock knowledge, and then I took it kasi straight away, yun din yung kailangan ng university. So, by the way, in terms of the IELTS, or the English exam, hindi lang po IELTS ang pwede. Pwede rin kang mag-take ng OET or PTE. So, depending on the school, kung ano yung ina-accept nila. But again, it's not just a simple exam. I would encourage everyone to take a review kasi may certain score din silang nire-require. Okay? So that is for the university. If you want to go to apply for a student visa, like for example, certificate or diploma, I remember that time, I think the score was actually a little bit lower, and some, they don't actually require you to take the English exam pa. Yes, so may mga colleges dito, may mga certificate courses and then diploma courses na hindi kailangan ng English exam, which is actually mapapabilis ang pagpunta nyo dito. Pero pag university talaga, unfortunately, like for example, you take nursing, you take geography and other medical courses or accountancy, kailangan po nila ng English exam. And for us before is a band score, an overall score of 7, minimum of 6.5 score for the IELTS. Other universities, I think same, or they have a flat 7 in all areas from listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Yes. So luckily, I think with God's blessing, buti na lang I was teaching the time, so it was a little bit easier for me to adjust and take the examination. So yes, if you are looking for review center, so I think wala na yung review center, it wasn't existing, but I know meron pong akong mga ka-work before, they also have the review centers, they built their own review centers, and I can see yung mga passing rate din nila is very successful. Ang dami nilang napapapasan ng mga estudyante, because I know these teachers, they are definitely good, they know, they are updated. Please DM me on my messenger or comment lang kayo sa aking channel, and then I could actually mention kung ano mga to. If you also want to know my agency, yes, I am happy to give if you have a plan going in Australia. So yes, so that is me po. Yan ang aking unang background. So I hope to see you in my other vlog. And if you have any questions, maybe I can discuss again in my other vlogs. And I hope I can answer you back. And hope to see you soon with my journey here in Australia. Bye!